Hey everybody, it's Stranger here today with another replay cast. Finally, excuse me, we're looking at Trolls 98 playing a Hiryuu. A little bit of a late load in. We loaded in with pretty much all our planes, getting ready already. I'm gonna select all the planes. There is the stock consumables there, but assuming we're not gonna be playing with a premium account here, so in the end, I guess you can save yourself a little bit of credits on that. Looking at the matchmaking, not much anti-aircraft overall. It's really just, you don't really want to fly into any of these three, and there's always a chance that a Galsfave will be having Hydro, but you don't really want to be flying into their defensive area for too long. You don't want to loiter around any of these for too long either. Actually, no, any of the battleships. You don't want to loiter under their anti-aircraft overall, because it's not too bad overall. We're against a Ranger, so we should easily be able to control the airfight. And we've decided to launch the fighters, then torpedo bombers, then dive bombers. Number 2 group is taking fire, so we're ordering that to pull back already. And there we go, the map doesn't look like it's broken too much. We do need to be careful around Nicholas's. It's actually a top hull Nicholas, I believe, so it does actually get defensive. You can see it's got over 10k health. Need to just be aware of that. I wouldn't be strafing this without my second fighter squadron. Like, it's kind of just AFK, so this is just overall an engagement you don't want to take. This is going to achieve a grand total of absolutely nothing. If we're lucky, we might catch his torpedo bomber. I don't think so. And we actually do click 1, so it's not too bad of a result. I would not say a tag on that because his fighter's just AFK, so there you go. We lose a plane to rear gunners. So this is just overall pretty poor trading. Reacting finally by moving a second fighter in there. I hope you're playing on max map size, but honestly, we're just kind of not really making great use of our planes. And there you go. Now we're going to try to strafe his fighter again. I mean, as long as we don't click on it, it's fine. Number 3 should just immediately head on strafe. Do not click fight that! This guy's literally AFK with the ship. There we go, realizing this. That's kind of a pointless strafe. You'd rather wait for the fighter to be heading more there. But then we actually clip it up, so it's not too bad. And we wipe a good chunk of the dive bombers. So now just wait for the ship to stack up and then just give it another good strafing. I mean, this guy's, like, I guess the bot program failed, so, like, beep, boop, beep, no plane, beep, boop, beep. Moving a ship over there, but, like, at least use the map to tell your planes, your actual strike planes to go somewhere, you know? Like, them AFKing there is kind of pointless, and now we're doing something even more pointless, auto-tagging the last plane. I would just try to strafe it to death with the remaining. Hey, the enemy carrier woke up. So yeah, I mean, we have not been using our strike at all, which means that at this point, if the Ranger did actually wake up, fighters are going to be here soon. Now, he gets spotted by the dive bomber, it's not a big problem. The Indianapolis can easily wipe that. I hope he didn't use his defensive, because that's a complete waste of a defensive. Under that kind of anti-aircraft, it should easily be able to just kill it off. And it wouldn't do anything useful regardless. Indianapolis does actually burn the Nicholas down, that's a div miss, that's very good overall. Large blob of stuff in the south, less of a blob on the north. I would honestly just go kill the Duke of York, or at least flop the Duke of York, because wasting planes flying into this group over here, well, it's a big waste of planes, because, at least it's stock Colorado, so he doesn't have much AA, but there's just a lot of stuff here, and in all fairness, why would you not go for something that's AFK, alone? So that's a bit of a mistake. I just don't even bother. If anything you want to go for the Akatsuki or the T-22. But we're at least doing the, we're actually, just to make it worse, we're even doing the approach completely wrong. We're going to torpedo bombers first, so I guess we can always drop them on the Stewards. I would definitely drop them on the Stewards right now. That's what we're doing. That's under lead, so I don't think we're going to get the kill on that. Dive bombers are going in. It's a bit of a waste. I don't think we're killing that off up front. So it looks like we're going to be using a dive bomber commit on the Stewards, who has immediately damage control party the flooding. But, I mean, it's kind of a waste overall to just do that. But hey, he's dead at least. Probably going to be dying to the... Nope, looks like we picked up the kill. So, hey, at least we only lost 3 planes for that. But, hey, we do need to keep in mind that currently we're a little bit ahead. But overall, our map positions, I wouldn't say are the greatest. And it looks like the enemy carrier is going back to full bot mode. I would not... There you go, you can see it's circling... Its circle path is here, so what you want to do is tell it to fly this direction. You're not going to catch it like that. Strafing like that is mostly waste. I guess fine, because you want to be trying to come up actually behind it, but hey, at least we pick up 5 out of 6, so you can just click fight it to death now. It's going to be a bit more effective, efficient on your ammo. Looks like the carrier is going to the western side of the map again. This squadron should be ordered to fly here, because he's clearly going for the stuff over there. This squadron should just go home. I mean, look at this. You can see the ammo on it. There is none. So the number 2 squadron should just be realistically told to go home. There you go. We realize that. Looks like our Mahan dies, but if anything, you're going to want to put a strafing like this right now. Well, more like this. You know, put it right now like this, and you'll get a good chance. But stop saying sorry and just strafe it, because he cannot commit a drop there. So that's a bit of a mistake, honestly. We have nothing to do. We can just tell 4, 5, 6, 7 launch, and off they go. You know what? I want to see what the result of this strike is. It's actually fine, because the anti-aircraft looks like they picked up everything. But we've kind of used a good chunk of ammo. With this, you can consider just head-on strafing it, or flying, just ignoring this, tagging it. You know, head-on strafe and then go strafe this fully away. That's honestly what I would do, because these guys can all fully focus anti-aircraft on that. And I think there's even a defensive up now again. So yeah, there's a defensive up there, because we're not killing shit. So in this case, just tag the plane to slow it down. That's more than good enough. Anyways, let me go back to manual control. This guy's still really healthy, so, you know, no reason not to go flop him. This guy's really low, so it's just a matter of waiting for someone to kill that. And in that case, actually going for the Nelson isn't that bad of a thing. Although you need to be aware with the Nelson that overall, it's actually a really survivable ship, because it gets super heal. So we're doing the wrong thing here. We know the enemy aircraft carrier has no fighters available. We're going with both torpedo bombers against a full HP target. Wrong move to make. Dive bombers first. Click, set fires, come back, torpedo bombers flooding, and off you go. Also, clicking with dive bombers reduces the guy's anti-air. What we're doing now is mostly trying to get the guy to turn. I think one of these torpedoes aren't going to arm. Let me check. Yeah, some of them didn't arm, which is really making this worse, because our Scharnhorst is not in a position to engage that. So we don't even get a flooding there, and we lose a complete squadron plus some change. That was really, really horrible. And now we're going with double dive bombers. Please don't drop both of them. Just drop, especially not on the same spot. Drop number 7. Don't drop number 6. Pull them back away. Wait for the damage control party. Come back. Looks like we're going for multiple fires. Can we get them? No, we can't. That's a bit unfortunate. So 7 hits for 2 fires. Again, at least we'll kill some of the anti-aircraft. And you know, you can see the losses on this wave compared to the first wave were a lot lower. You know, 2 planes lost compared to 6. And this is, I mean, granted, I think they're actually the same health, but maybe the dive bombers are a little bit healthier, but I think they're also faster. The enemy Ranger does have more planes because, you know, first of all, we don't know I didn't check his health, but we've only shot down 31, and, well, how many planes do they actually have overall? A fair chunk. So if he was stocked with 56 total aircraft, we would be actually really close to getting the clear sky by now. So a couple more planes, we'd actually be on the clear sky. So it's really just a matter of figuring that out. With the Rangers moving, you know what, let me just go find out. No, we haven't killed enough. we're far from. There goes our Scharnhorst, but it's kind of, I mean, it's not a big deal, because if we do our strikes properly, dive bombers first, get flooding, come back and do some actual damage. This is actually still, I mean, this death blob over there is going to be annoying, so we really need to protect our replacement. But if we kill this guy off, I mean, killing a steward isn't too bad, but, you know, he can always be blown up later. You know, just up front, kill this guy. 1 dive bomber squadron, 2 dive bomber squadron, set him on fire, wait for the damn corn, come in, torpedo bomber alpha flooding into kill. That's nice, because this guy's got a lot of healing capability, so you kind of need to be aware of that. But if you're going to go for this guy, again, dive bomber, go for the fire. If it doesn't damage control party, come back with the torpedo bomber. You know, hit him while the fire's still burning. He gets a fire and a flooding. He damage control parties that. Give him a fire and another flooding. He's gone, like guaranteed. You will not out heal that. But yeah, we have a double stack of torpedo bombers going for the guy. This is a wasted drop. He's obviously going to intern you because there's nothing there to threaten him. So you need to fly these planes down here. There we go. Reacting to that, much better. Come to here. There, yeah, it's not too bad, but it's not optimal. Looks like, actually, never mind. It looks like the Nelson's trying to turn away, so this is perfectly fine. In fact, I think this will easily... This actually should be the kill. Yeah, that's the kill. So, good drop there overall. Fighters are loitering over the T-22. Probably we just send one this way over there. And these dive bombers are completely wasted dropping on the T-22. I would actually honestly go low for the Puke of York right now, because what are we doing here? We've got fighters to spot that. It's a T-22. You can't torpedo anything running away. Our division mate can easily handle that, because these battleships are miles away and probably shooting at him. Let me check his health. And there you go. The guy is now under attack, so we should be trying to defend there. He's more than healthy enough. That's a wasted drop, but mostly. We actually get a good chunk of damage on him. That's a really, really good bit of luck there. And now, of course, the Indianapolis can always, you know, radar. But there you go, sending some aircraft down there to react. We don't need the dive bombers and the fighters to keep spotting, so that the dive bombers realistically should go back and spot on, well, I mean, recycle, and the fighters can just stay here around. But either way, the Indianapolis should easily be able to handle the T-22. And there you go, it looks like the radar's going up, 366 health. So that guy's bugged, we can cycle our dive bombers. We're actually spotted surface by the T-22 very temporarily, it's not a big deal. Right now, our focus should 100% go on just killing the Puka York. Double dive bombers and fires can pretty much do that. Unfortunately, Akatsuki actually inserts on the Guider, so now we've got this guy that's kind of faffing around that needs to be killed. Hopefully the Emile Baguette can deal with that. Don't really think so, though. But yeah, I'm gonna kill some dive bombers that are just circling around here. Mostly just expending ammo, but with the enemy, fighters pretty much being out of the way, that's not a big deal overall. You see, I am on the individual player cam. Looks like we're sending torpedo bombers after the Puka York. Replacements shouldn't be too bad. The guys could take it to AG fire, but I mean, this is what cycles first, so in a way, it is the most logical move to make to go for. Nagato and Nikatsuki, I don't know, but I kind of would like to see that getting killed. We don't need 2 torpedo bomber squadrons to kill this Puke of York, so realistically speaking, just send them both at him, but only drop one of the squadrons. It might catch the enemy off. I think we're typing. Stop typing, start dropping. We're losing planes here. And this is why you don't be, just in this situation, just kill him, because Indianapolis is pushing in. Looks like, you need a shift cam. When you get this kind of a bug, if you're typing and sticky shift. What you need to do is to right control, right shift, right backspace into free cam, and then leave free cam. Then you can actually strike. So right now this is just we can clearly see that he doesn't know the trick about this. But this is a mistake. This is 100% a mistake on your end because stop typing, we're clicking. But yeah, it looks like the Puka York's actually doing some reversing, so we might actually get a drop off here. Who is that anyways? I'm guessing it's the Guider being retarded. Yeah, finally we actually get the kill. It's kind of annoying, but you just have to remember that this is a chat bug. And I mean, I know you watch my streams, and I know you've seen me run into this a few times. So I kind of was hoping you'd know the trick to fixing this one, but hey, I'm guessing you don't. But stop using chat and start dropping shit. You don't need to communicate with Indianapolis in that situation. You just need to drop him. Because, as you can see, he's only on 2 kills, so he's not going to get himself a Kraken anytime soon, or in any form of reliable way, Let me see, the enemy range has also gone down, so at least we don't need to fight us anymore, but that's kind of horrible, because we're now basically out of replacements, so we still need to deal with this. But overall, the team's winning, so it's not too bad of a situation overall. But as you can clearly see, this is... let's just speed this up, because the rest of this game is going to be absolutely horrible with this amazing... Oh, was that a free cam fix? Doesn't look like it. Nah, does not look like it. Nope. It was a double M, but no free cam fix, and you can see it's still sticky shifted, so the less you click, the better it is. And you know what, let's just skip the rest of this, because I don't think we're actually going to achieve anything with this. It's the free cam trick, fix a bunch. Oh, it's not your shift key, it's the free cam. It's the sticky shift, but Oh, is it fixed? Is it fixed? Nope, doesn't look like it. Don't rage at them. That's never useful, but there we go. Looks like we actually finally got out of it. Better, but that's under lead. So most of that's gonna miss behind him. And again, we have enough time, so seriously... do proper dive bomber drops first. Why do you want to do proper dive bomber drops? You lose fewer planes to anti-air, dive bombers kill anti-air, dive bombers set fires, dive bombers give you a flooding chance, dive bombers come in, and they're just generally better. Now the guy's damage control party is healing now again, 2 fires, that should actually... if he doesn't have full damage control party, this is going to kill him, so at least we have a reasonable bit of use out of that. But as you can see, we have a metric shitload of dive bomber replacements, but we're basically out of torpedo bombers. Now, this guy is actually this guy is wrong. It is better to attack the Scharnhorst, because the Nagato... because we can kill both of them in one run. If we dive bomber first. and he damage control party's fires. Important. Now we know he's used his heal, so it's really just the hope that this guy's going to burn to death. But the reason that attacking the Shanos is better, because the Nagato can easily kill the Nagato, because 41cm guns overmatch 25mm of armor. And there you go, there's our high caliber. And look, I'm not sure, I don't think it's going to burn out. And there you go, he just survives that. So we're kind of going to have to commit more planes to killing him. So, I mean, kind of unfortunate that we have to use this to kill him, but we just need to hit him once, because even with a heal, even if he starts healing now, he won't have the cooldown's not up. That's not going to do shit. That's not going to do shit. Looks like we fixed the bug at least. That's not going to do shit. That's not going to do shit. Drop it here. Drop like this. Otherwise this plane's going to die. We might just clip on the tail, especially if it interns. We should be able to get the kill on that. It should just start. There we go. Bam! Target's gone. That's good enough. Let's see the Nagato. Our Nagato doesn't know how to aim. Where's our fighter? This fighter can just be parked here, and it'll spot, with nothing else to micro. But the reason you want to get rid of the Shan Horse is because he can easily damage Nagato himself, and the Nagato is going to have a lot more trouble killing a Shan Horse compared to Nagato or Colorado, because again, 25mm of armor. But yeah, the biggest mistake we're making is not doing flooding damage over times. Flooding damage over times are 5 times better, 5 and 5. The reason that flooding damage over time is better is because a fire just burns and it's just there, and it's actually kind of nice for him because if he's being shot at by cruisers, you setting him on fire means your cruisers aren't setting him on fire. Am I not right? Because a place that's on fire, especially if you set the superstructure on fire, if you want to go for that, dive bomb the bow and the stern, because the cruisers want to shoot the superstructure because that's where they deal the damage. So yeah, do that. You know, if you want to dive bomb, of course, in that case, if you're lucky, you'll set all 4 fires, because you don't want to just drop it on the, on exactly the tip of his ass, so half of them hit the water and half of them hit his ass, and maybe you get a fire. But yeah, go for that, because it kills his anti-aircraft, and if you damage control parties, and you go in with the torpedo bombers and get the flooding, he's going to slow down, which means your cruisers can build more and more distance, and the farther your cruisers are from the battleships, the less likely they're going to get hit, and the more time they have to evade incoming shells, while their guns don't really lose that much effectiveness at long range. Compared to a battleship gun, which loses a lot more effectiveness over long range, overall, over a long period of time. Plus, he's not going to be on fire, which means your cruisers can still set fires on them. So, always go for dive bombers first, and you saw that on the replacement distribution. Granted, we did lose 3 to 4 planes additional for no real reason whatsoever, because we didn't know the free cam trick, so I'm just telling you now. Free cam trick fixes 80% of CVUI bugs, and it guarantees, well, for me, 100% of the times I get the chat bug, it fixes it immediately. But if you don't know that, for those that don't know, do not use battle chat in an aircraft carrier and immediately give orders right after. It has a very high chance of bugging out and you get a sticky shift. The shift just stays and you saw that on the way the orders are given. It's really easy to identify, and if you ever get any carrier bugs, just free cam, leave free cam, and done, fixed. So yeah, having a look at the post-battle results, screen 145k damage, we lost a good bunch of planes, 41 enemy planes shot down because we weren't paying attention and using the wrong planes as spotting, so just keep that in mind. The enemy ranger was pretty much in no position whatsoever to stop us, because he was really, I don't even know if I should say it's a bot. I don't think it is a bot. I think it's just a really, really, really slow player that, for some, at least knows how to gather all the planes up. I mean, a bot would at least have gone to attack something instead of circling the planes in the middle. I mean, maybe the bot program just crashed, who knows. But that was really horrible on the enemy ranger side, so, that didn't really get him too far, which at least let us get some plane kills off it. But we lost a bunch of planes on the Puka York kill. We at least got the kill in the end, so well predicted in the sense, and badly played by the Puka York for just sitting there stationary. But on a serious note, stop using chat. It doesn't do you anything useful. Decide, just go kill, you're playing around a battle, just go kill the Puka York up front, instead of losing your planes. Dive bombers first, then torpedo bombers, and against AFK carriers, you have to be careful to not overuse your ammunition. Try to make sure that, because the planes always fly in the circle when they're not being ordered, come from behind the circle and catch as much of it as possible. You could have saved yourself about 4 or 5 strafings and killed the same amount of planes. So, yeah. Also, we could have been much more efficient with our control, so we could have, while the fighters are doing some strafing, try to control something else. But I know that I think you're playing on a, not really the world's best laptop overall, so that might be hard with the World Gaming user interface overall. But other than that, it wasn't too bad. Your drops were mostly quite on point, although granted we were only dropping battleships, but We only really screwed up one of the drops, and you do want to try to get behind stuff as much as possible so you can get a target to hit, take as many of the torpedoes as possible. Team scores were on the top, to be expected. We had a reasonable damage game, got 4 kills and 41 planes, so that's just exactly to be expected. Our India Grappler is second on the team, although we definitely could have been able to do something a little bit to help the guide out, but with a little bit more spotting, but hey. Let's see. Data report, 52k, 45k there. Could have been a lot more, and could have been a kill on this earlier as well. Personally, I would not have suggested, in a reasonable battleship group, and you see that this, and the Colorado were blobbing together. It's just honestly a bit of a waste to go for it like that. We could have killed this in the opening stages of the game, but at least we killed the Stewards instead, so we get a kill at least. But personally, I would have just gotten rid of this, because, you know, hey, at least you'll get a battleship. I mean, if we're going to attack anything like that, personally I would have killed the Akatsuki first, because that's just the way I am, but if you're going to pick a bigger ship, go for the Duke of York. But yeah, I think I mentioned it enough. Flooding damage over time hurts a lot more. It's more useful for your team because it leaves the fires open for the cruisers to set. If you really want something dead really, really fast, you do it like that. Otherwise, sure, if you want to farm over a longer period of time and, you know, farm super high damage games, then obviously you're gonna want to let them heal back up again and then farm them back down, right? So yeah, Curtis and XP, we do actually we do have premium accounts, so there is absolutely no reason whatsoever not to be using premium consumables there. That's a bit of a mistake, honestly. Sure, the 30-second damage control period is nice, but you kind of want to be able to cool down faster anyways. So, I mean, yeah, sure, if you're really strained on credits, go for it, but I don't really think you should be. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this replay cast. I'm honestly very strict with carrier gameplay anyways, with my commentary at least. Because, I mean, it's just, I feel that it's more useful overall to be able to provide all the feedback I could possibly give, and, you know, perhaps without being too nitpicky on anything, but it'll at least give you an idea of what I think players should be on the grand scale focusing on to improve, and that way they can at least keep that in mind so that they can pretty much pick up whatever they think and improve individually on whatever you feel on your own accord, basically. But yeah, I do have a Discord server. For those that don't know, there will be a link in the description. Come ask me questions about World of Warships, give me suggestions and criticism of the content I do, or otherwise just chat with me about World of Warships, or even history if you want, or whatever. And yeah, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share with your friends, tell the entire world that I do replay analysis and can help you guys, help people improve their gameplay. And hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.